Here in New Jersey, the 2026 World Cup continues with a matchup that, on paper, looks entirely lopsided. This is the current state of the group. England sits at the summit of the section, while Panama is struggling at the base. That gap creates a specific kind of pressure. For the favorite, the expectation isn't just a win, it's an immediate, dominant result. When a team is expected to score early and often, their primary opponent often becomes their own internal timeline. They aren't just fighting the defense, they're fighting the urge to force a breakthrough before the opening whistle has even stopped echoing. England's opening minutes reflected that internal rush. Instead of the methodical build-up they're known for, the play was frantic, defined more by nervous energy than tactical control. Marcus Rashford managed to find a yard of space, but in the heat of the moment, he clattered his shot into the side netting, rather than looking for the trailing runner. Missed chances like that change the gravity of a match. They provide the underdog with a sudden surge of belief that the giant can be wobbled. Panama capitalized on that shift. Jose Luis Rodriguez exploited a gap in the transition, forcing a sharp save at the near post. It required a firm wristed block from Jordan Pickford to keep the match level and prevent a massive early setback. England's early impatience had left them exposed. It was a clear reminder that without structural discipline, raw talent often just translates into disorganized risk. Recognizing the danger of a back-and-forth track meet, England deliberately shifted their approach. They stopped searching for the killer pass and focused on ball retention. This tactical overview shows England widening their shape, prioritizing safe passing lanes. Bellingham and Rodgers shifted the ball side to side without attacking the box. This forced Panamanian defenders to cover more ground, taxing their stamina and pulling their defensive shell apart. Regaining control required England to trade the adrenaline of the early attack for a slower, more methodical rhythm that they, not Panama, dictated. That commitment to the process eventually paid off. Bukayo Saka found the space he needed to send a curling delivery into the heart of the penalty area. Jude Bellingham met the ball with a splendid first-time take, a touch that instantly froze the remaining defenders. He squared it for Harry Kane, who finished with the clinical efficiency expected of a veteran. Beyond breaking the deadlock, this goal marked Kane's 11th in World Cup colors, a national record. With the record secured and the lead established, the tension that defined the first 20 minutes began to dissipate. England finally had the match on their terms. With the first goal conceded, a physical and mental effort Panama spent chasing the ball during the calibration phase began to show. Their defensive lines started to fray. The chaos of the first half was gone. England was now playing with a calm, almost rhythmic confidence, waiting for the next logical opening. Morgan Rogers spotted it, feeding a ball through the center of the pitch that bypassed the entire Panamanian midfield. The forward finishes in style, putting the game entirely out of reach and securing the 2-0 result. This second goal resulted from a team refusing to panic when their initial plan failed. They simply kept the pressure on until the opponent's shape finally collapsed. The match serves as a case study in managing the friction of a tournament. Success at this level often requires surviving your own unfulfilled expectations. Tactical maturity isn't just about technical skill. It's about the ability to stay committed to a game plan when results aren't immediate. Jordan Pickford's early intervention provided the emotional floor that allowed maturity to develop. His save gave players the breathing room to find their composure. In a tournament where every minute is scrutinized, the willingness to wait for the right opening, rather than forcing a wrong one, is what separates contenders from the rest of the field. By regaining their composure after a shaky start, England didn't just win a group stage match, they demonstrated a repeatable process for handling the high-pressure environment